Now bust it down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground. Now bust it down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground. Now bust it down, bust it down, bust it, bust it down. Now bust it down to the ground.
A lot of people don't know that Pleasanton's ice skating rinks weren't integrated until the 90s. It was our civil rights movement. It's how we once again changed the course of history in Pleasanton.
I was okay with roller skating, but Sasha insisted. You did?
It was the 90s, and I want to say, you weren't supposed to say that. I asked you not to say that in this interview. Of course, we had to channel the Little Rock Nine and march into our victory, where two or more gather.
I just remember it being really cold, even indoors. Where were the heat lamps?
We were determined because how dare an institution of that magnitude deny our participation in one of America's favorite pastimes, or Canada's pastime.
People were literally blinded by our outfits, so I wasn't surprised what happened next.
We met our first denier.
Sasha had this bright idea that we were just gonna walk in past the lady at the front desk like we didn't see her.
Ha! Didn't even know what hit him.
As we approached the entrance to the rink, things started to go a little left.
It's really sad to me thinking about how fear ruins their experience of us.
Folks began crashing into one another, jumping over the railing, trying to clear the ice.
Like we were two white boys holding AK-47s.
Okay, yes, it was a little nuts.
It was like a scene out of the Ruby Bridges movie. Except we didn't have our federal escorts. But it did still feel very monumental, though. As we slowly stepped onto the ice, each face on the rink began to resemble that of Bull Connors. You know, the racist Alabama governor who shot at us black folks. If their eyes could have killed us that night, they would have.
I took one step on the ice in my Timberland boots and fell.
When Condi fell, it was almost as if she were a black man wearing a hoodie. They were so ready to pounce on her.
The cold-ass breeze on my butt made me realize that they weren't angry at us, they were confused. We weren't wearing any skates.
A few little Tanya Hardings just kept circling around us.
What? They were trying to help us.
And I shooed them away.
I got up and then I fell again.
Because I had to protect us. Because we shall not be moved. Just like the woman planted on the ice. Oh, we shall not be moved.
I could have slapped Sasha right then in front of everyone.
I really wanted to. In front of the enemy.
I wanted off that damn rink. We were making fools of ourselves. Again.
We just stood there, marking our territory, declaring our independence, making history.
Making history?
Yes.
Girl, I was freezing my ass off. Cross colors are not made for the outside elements and you know it. But Sasha insisted we stay put, even after the rink cleared for closing.
Rated those bigots out. Just like the Freedom Riders traversing the South on buses, just like Harriet Tubman waiting for the slave patrols to pass, just like the students waiting for their food at lunch counters in Mississippi.
When they finally shut the lights off after patiently waiting for us.
We were moved by bestial custodians of hate with no regard for humankind.
These security guards came and they gave us hot chocolate with marshmallows on top, but they made us wait for our parents to come pick us up. I missed Fresh Prince, and back in those days, there was no Hulu. So I literally missed it. Forever.
I would like to think Will Smith would be grateful for what we have done for black people. Everyone knows. Everyone will after this documentary. And that is the story of how we led a coalition to integrate our city's ice skating rink.
We were standing out there for 30 minutes tops.
But we pushed through because we shall not be moved.
I got distracted with all your nonsense. What you done? All your singing and all your nonsense. Now you done woke up this baby.
You tell your baby to wait a minute. Stop falling in with the propaganda, baby. Out here trying to ruin the documentation of history being made.
Now bust it down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground.